Last week in Dirk Gently. Oh my god. What's going on, Chris?
Everything.
We get to see the holistic assassin in her underwear.
I mean,
I
yeah.
can just imagine how much she must. You know, when I first started watching The Walking Dead back in the day, I just couldn't imagine them having sex with each other. Because I was just like, they've got to just stink so bad. All of them.
I mean, every now and then they reach a place that has running water.
Right, but she's covered in blood.
Yeah.
So anyway.
We
Now
got
that we're past
so
the-
much. We got so much stuff.
But we
this
still
week.
have so many questions.
Of course, and we're going to, probably even after everything gets solved.
Well, like, I was watching it this morning with my lady, and she had never seen an episode before. And I'm watching it, and she's like, I don't know what's going on. I was like, it's okay, because you wouldn't know what's going on anyway.
I mean, every episode we learn a little bit more.
Right. But every episode leaves us with more questions, too. So, give me a rundown on Dirk Gently. Because
okay.
you just watched it. I watched it this morning. You're fresh.
So Dirk and I already forgot Julia McMahon's character's name, the dead guy.
Patrick?
Yeah.
Spring?
Yeah, Spring. So Dirk and Spring's bodyguard Farah go to Spring's house.
One of his houses.
Yeah. And are met by his estate lawyer.
Right.
Because he's doling out stuff from the will and all that stuff. And they get envelope that has a 3, a question mark, a 1, and an exclamation point.
Right.
3 questions, 1 answer.
One answer.
Yeah. So they are at Spring's house. They're looking around. They find a secret room when they follow the map that was in that envelope.
It turns out Mr. Spring is not a wall enthusiast.
Not a wall enthusiast.
Was originally proposed
Yeah.
and speculated by Mr. Gently.
Yes.
I love the absurdity of some of the dialogue in this.
But he even says the thing from the jerk. She hates this wall.
He hates these cans.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like when he said that, I was like, oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
But they
So anyway.
they beat down this wall. They find a door.
And there's all this equipment in there.
Yeah. And there's a machine and there are things. And there's another piece of paper with a note on it.
Right. And a light bulb
And-
that turns on when Dirk Gently picks it up.
Yes.
What's the deal?
Exactly.
We don't know.
Exactly.
But it's
it's
all
another
connected.
question. And then, like at the end of the episode, hang on, I need to go out to my car to get the magic light bulb.
Yeah.
What magic light bulb?
Right.
Yeah. But Spring had left a note on his father's stationery in that room for Farah and Dirk. I forget what the first line was, but save her was the
Right.
last bit, referring to his daughter.
Right.
Potentially.
Who is now we've seen a flashback of when she meets Mr. Plinkett. I don't know his real name.
Yeah,
and
no.
I'm pretty sure they said it, but I forgot what it was. They meet him, and she has questions too, and he's got answers. And he asks her if she knows who Lux du Jour is. She says no, and he gets like really offended. But here's the thing: in the previous episode, he had all this stuff on Lux du Jour. Well, we find out that Lux du Jour
was Lux du Jour.
was turned into that guy. And he's like, no, I'm a rock star. I'm about to make a new album. And they're like, well, that's tough. We're going to have to put you...
Yeah, you're in this guy now.
So could that technology that they found in the laundry room be like a mind-switching device?
Potentially. Which would bring me back to the cat.
The cat.
The kitten. Everybody keeps asking about the kitten.
Right.
What if Spring's mind was put into the kitten, while Lydia's mind was put into the corgi?
dog. Oh, dude. You just blew my mind.
That, again, though, that's just one of those questions. It's a theory, obviously, at this point, but the kitten keeps coming into play. It's not mentioned very often, but I think it gets at least one mention per episode, except in this
Right.
one.
Well, we also find that the electrician and the assassin, they were tied up, and the biker's friends were coming to kill them. And the assassin just miraculously, through just almost seems like coincidence, was able to kill everybody.
All of them.
And she told him before then that she's like, okay, so either I'm gonna kill everybody and you're gonna escape, or you're gonna die, and then I'm gonna kill everybody, or I'm gonna kill some people and you're gonna die, and then I'm gonna kill the rest of them. It's funny. But what was interesting to me is that he said the same thing to her, whereas in the last episode, her and Dirk both said the same thing. Todd and the electrician character both said the same thing to the assassin and the detective.
Yes.
They're like, it's all real.
Yeah.
You know, and so the parallels between these two
Are
characters,
fucking brilliant.
right? They're very interesting, and it's really interesting to see like where that's going to go, and I can't wait for those two characters to cross paths.
Right.
And hopefully she doesn't kill Dirk Gently.
Or Todd.
I mean,
Or the electrician.
See,
I really
Todd-
like his character.
right, and that's the problem I have. I think Todd is my least favorite character in the show.
You know, I feel like I can understand that.
You know, he's whiny, and he's just. I mean, I know that we're supposed to look at the show through his eyes.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be the everyday normal character that kind of.
I mean, he's
transports
living
us
this life,
into
so
this
he
world.
literally cannot put himself into a state of disbelief. Like,
Right.
you know, while we watch fantasy TV shows, we have our suspension of belief because we have to accept that these are the things that are happening. But he is actively living this insanity.
Right.
It's impossible for him to put himself into a suspension of belief.
And here's a question that still hasn't been answered. When does time travel come into play? Because do you remember in the very first episode when he goes up to the room, he sees himself
Yes.
wearing like some ridiculous coat.
It's like
fur
a
coat type
bellboy
thing.
outfit or something.
No, he's wearing the bellboy outfit, but he sees
Oh,
himself
yeah, that's right.
wearing like this weird coat or something, talking to somebody
Yeah.
around a corner. We still haven't, I mean, that may be something that pays off. Who
I'm
knows?
sure
Maybe
it
even
will.
in the next season.
Probably
And what all is
at
being
least
planted
in the last episode.
right, and that's what you got to think about, and especially in a weird show like this. Are they planting seeds this early for future seasons?
Potentially.
What if that never paid off this season, but we get it in the next?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
It's one of those things that it just keeps you watching.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Todd's sister. Okay,
She's wonderful.
She
by
is.
the way.
She's-
Amanda is awesome in this show.
super cute too. She kind of reminds me of that Zoe Deschanel
Mhm.
type chick. But anyway, she gets out of the house finally, tries to go grocery shopping, and
Takes Dirk's advice from
Yeah.
the first episode.
and then thinks that she's caught on fire. And the Rowdy Three have been watching her, and
Mhm.
they're very clearly following her
Yeah.
to the grocery store because they're like 10 feet behind her in their
Mhm.
van.
The whole time.
Right. Well, she has an episode in the grocery store. She goes outside and is kind of writhing on the floor. They all gather around her and breathe in whatever essence or whatever.
Yeah. Something.
And,
We
yeah.
still don't know what it is they're doing, but like they did the same thing to Dirk in Todd's apartment.
Right. And now.
But then while they're doing that, Amanda has like visions. There are flashes of potentially the future or the past.
Or an alternate reality. I mean,
Multiverse?
who knows?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. That's the thing about this show. It leaves us with more questions.
It's just
every
like,
time.
and how far out can that show be? And my, like, already I'm thinking like, okay, so this series is eventually going to come to an end.
Mhm.
Hopefully we'll get a proper final season that will tie up all these crazy loose ends. And we're only like 3 episodes into the first season, and I'm already thinking like they're gonna have a lot of loose ends to tie up, because it seems like as the show goes on, and if the show gets popular and retains an audience, and they keep making more and more seasons of this, they're going to be introducing more and more crazy like coincidences and stuff. So it's yeah, it's just one of those crazy shows. If you haven't seen it yet, please, by all means, give Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency a chance.
Check it the heck out, because I'm enjoying it beginning to where we are right now.
What was the name of the government agency? Blackwing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so now that guy's got a new partner. And it seems like all of his
Well,
partners...
I mean, it's the same partner that he's had for the whole 3 episodes.
No,
it's that
because-
same dumb
No,
dumb
I thought
guy.
it was a different guy in the first one, because I thought the different guy like had like the sniper rifle. He kept wanting to shoot him, but this one
this guy
he's
clearly
introduced-
still wants to shoot everyone
right,
too.
but
Like,
I'm not altogether positive that they're the same person.
I'm fairly certain it is, because it's a pretty dumb military guy.
I know, but what if that's the point? They're all just dumb military guys that are all just gung ho about killing people. Because it seemed like they were meeting each other for the first time in this episode, and it didn't feel like a flashback to me.
Yeah,
And then
maybe.
he confronts Dirk, and Dirk's like, "No, I'm not going back. It's been 16 years or something." Which
They had a very father-son relationship.
How old is Dirk even at all?
I mean, he looks to be in his early 30s.
Yeah, so he could have been a teenager whenever they first met.
Mm.
And this, see, that's the thing. Max Landis, you're gonna need to come up with some answers.
Well, and he said 16 years. That would have been the last time. So
Right.
the last time that they saw each other. So they probably had a years-long relationship before that, because again, their relationship seems very father-son, disenfranchised father-son,
Yeah.
obviously. But
Potential romance between Todd and Farrah.
yeah,
Did you pick up on that a
Yeah,
little bit?
he's wanting to, obviously.
Dip in the chocolate. Yeah, boy. All right.
Get at it, Todd. We believe in you.
All right, so join us next week, and we'll hopefully get some more. The thing is
More questions, more
it's
answers.
It's like for every question that gets answered, it asks 2 more.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. 3 questions, 1 answer.
Right.
There you go.
I don't know. It seems like 1 answer equals 3 questions, though.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm all right with it. I love
it's
it.
crazy.